What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or ZacNovak, because I'm actually sick again, which sucks, but it's mainly because of the weather this time, not because of just the way I live. But in today's video, we got XURS location and inventory, slightly late, but roll the intro, so get right into it, and I do hope you certainly enjoy. Alrighty, so Zor is at the tower, chilling in the tower, hang out the good old tentacled bastard. Let us go see what has he got this week. Fingers crossed it is something decent. I'm pretty excited for the invitation of the 9 just to see some more lore. But yeah, let's see, what has he actually got? Alright Zor, if your will is not your own, then why have you not bought better loot? Well, this week is not horrible. Let's start things off with the Helm of Saint 14 from D1 to D2. This 23 legendary shard costing exotic is actually pretty decent. Main perk on it is called Starless Night. Enemies that enter Ward of Dawn are blinded, while allies that pass through gain an overshield. Guarding with Sentinel Shield blinds nearby enemies. This thing in itself is seriously arsehole-like in PvP. In PvE, this thing actually is pretty helpful, especially in nightfalls and different activities where you actually need that split second to res your teammates, and blinding enemies can certainly work. Secondary perks, we got ourselves fusion rifle targeting, hand cannon targeting, and hands on, as well as, but not limited to, we've also got ourselves a sniper rifle reserves and machine gun. This thing in itself is fairly decent, and definitely not OP, but definitely above average. Pick it up if you have not got it. 23 legendary shards. Moving on, next up we've got ourselves the Sunbreakers, or Sunbracers. They are the Sunbreakers from D1 turned into Sunbracers in D2. 23 legendary shards for this pretty cool exotic. Main perk on it has been updated and it's actually pretty powerful. It is actually called Helium Spirals. Increase the duration of the solar grenades, and solar melee kills grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. It allows you to throw 6 actual solar grenades, which in itself I will actually state is pretty powerful, especially in Iron Banner at the moment, being control and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Secondary perks on it, we've got ourselves fusion rifle loader, hand cannon loader, and impact induction, as well as, but not limited to, we've also got ourselves sniper rifle scavenger and machine gun scavenger. Pretty nice, always good to have perks like this on gauntlets. Once again, 23 legendary shards. Pick it up if you have not got them. But moving on, next up we've got ourselves the Faux Tracer. 23 legendary shards for this not so OP exotic, that it's still kind of OP it's actually kind of OP in PvP, I will state that. In PvE not so much, but still. Main perk on it, we've got ourselves Relentless Tracker. Visually marked targeted enemies and deals more damage to low health marked enemies. This thing in itself is pretty fun to clean up kills and stuff like that, but it's definitely not too much to be considered OP. Secondary perks on it, we've got ourselves fusion rifle targeting, hand cannon targeting, and hands on, as well as, but not limited to, we've also got ourselves sniper rifle reserves and machine gun reserves. Pretty nice, pretty decent. Pick it up if you've not got it. 23 legendary shards. And moving on finally to the weapon of the week, we got ourselves Sunshot, one of the more OP hand cannon exotics. 29 legendary shards for this very fun hand cannon. Main perk on it is actually called Sunburn. This weapon fires explosive rounds and highlights targets that take damage from Sunshot, and its secondary perk being Sun Blast. Targets killed with Sunshot explode in solar energy. In other words, it's like having Firefly and explosive rounds on the same thing, being an exotic and being a little bit more powerful than certain other things. This thing itself is definitely fun in both PvE and PvP. Pick it up if you have not got it. Once again, 29 legendary shards. But moving on, we've got ourselves the Isochronal Engram, also known as the Fated Engram. 97 legendary shards for the Fated Engram, going to give you an exotic that you do not actually own unless you own all exotics in the collection. collection, then that in itself will just give you a duplicate. Now we'll actually state that it only goes back from the last actual DLC, so you got to kind of keep that in mind, that all the new stuff isn't actually available as of yet, but things might change in the future. So let us see what we actually get. We get ourselves a Nezrek's Sin. Okay, that in itself is actually pretty decent because I've already got a Nezrek's Sin, but what perks has it got? We've got heavy lifting. What else we've got? Fusion rifle, we've got special, we got remote connection and enhanced Ashes to assets. I'm definitely using that with special. That thing in itself is fairly nice. I actually really like that thing because I've been using my one in Crucible as of lately because, you know, Iron Banner and yeah, also that Thorn quest. But anyway, this is pretty much the exotics. Moving on to the consumables. We've got ourselves one consumable, the 5 of Swords. This allows you to make your challenging nightfall more challenging by adding challenging modifiers to those already challenging modifiers that exist in the challenging nightfall that make those challenging modifiers in that challenging nightfall more modifyingly challenging in those challenging nightfalls. In itself, you actually get a large score and you get better loot. Let's pick it up if you have not got it. And moving on finally to the invitations, we've got ourselves the High Priestess Invitation of the 9 legendary shards for this one. It is pretty much fairly, you know, normal as it was before. Collect metaphysical samples from defeated combatants on Nessus. Complete the strike the inverted spine. The inverted spire, not inverted spine. Anyway, it's pretty much been Zor's location and inventory for the weekend. This has been ZacNovak. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below, leave a comment, let me know, did you get anything cool from Zor? Was it something awesome? Did you actually get something from the Faded Engram that you actually want from the exotic kiosk or, you know, collection? Let me know down below. Do all that good stuff. Share this video around because it seriously helps out the channel, helps out me, and helps out other people to actually see my content. But until next time, do all that good stuff, and I'll be sharing like Karen if he was at Sharon. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.